Get it. Now, welcome everybody to another episode of Evil Live. I'm your host, the Evil Tyrone. We got a very special guest in the building tonight. We got Germ, aka Mr. Jeremie Garcia, in the building, co-host of From Rise from the Dead podcast. Let's get it. Let's get it. Welcome.
Hola, mi gente. Tyrone, how are you?
I'm great, man. I'm great. How are you doing tonight?
I'm I've been looking forward to this ever since you hit me up on IG like, yo, come on my show. I said, yes, King. I'm so
Yeah.
excited. Thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you.
Like I
man.
said earlier, it's such an honor.
Thank you. It's an honor to have you on, man. You're ever since I started interacting with you, you're very positive. You got a lot of love for horror, and the community,
For
so I'm
sure.
like, why not? And then to see, you from just, interacting and commenting, and then you getting on Ash's podcast and then becoming a co-host. I'm just like, yo, this man is moving up the ranks.
Started from the bottom. No, I appreciate it. I say it all the time that the horror community is such a awesome community to be a part of, but
Yes.
it's something special about people of color in the community.
Yes.
You said it with other past guests before that it's just such a camaraderie. You know what I mean? And the I like to think of it as like subgenres within the horror community. Like you have your people of color, you have your blacks, your Latins, and stuff like that. But then you go deeper, you have LGBTQ plus representation,
Yeah.
and it's awesome that all of us can be in such sync and have so much in common. And it's such a great platform to get to know one another.
Yes, most definitely, most
Mhm.
definitely. It brings everybody together, and it's
Yeah,
just it's a vibe. It's just a vibe, and
definitely a
especially
vibe.
because a lot of us grew up with not seeing that representation, and then we're
Absolutely.
like, all right, well, we gotta be the ones to represent.
Yeah.
If we don't see the representation, we gotta be the ones to represent. You know,
Mhm.
so. But I'm glad to have you on, man. I'm glad to.
Hey, the honor is.
I've been
We're gonna have
excited.
fun. We're
Oh
gonna have
yeah,
fun.
we gonna have fun tonight. We gonna have fun. We got Whitney, the reader fan, says hello, Whitney.
Whitney,
Welcome. We got Jaleesa in the building.
time
Hey.
out. Time out. Can I just say for Jaleesa, in my mind, you're my girlfriend. You're gorgeous. I love you. Keep doing your thing.
Oh, see, she gonna love that. She
Yeah,
she always say she love germs.
I
She
I love Jaleesa. She's awesome.
yes. And we got a Sophia Beauty Life in the
That's
house.
my
Hey,
sister.
hey, sis, welcome, sis.
So
Yes. We also got Miss Ash in the
who's
building.
that? I
Cat.
don't know her. I don't know her.
Yes.
Ash, my baby.
Yes. And she really holds you in high esteem, Like she's the awesome person that she is, but having the baby that she has,
Oh my
rise
gosh.
from the dead, and trusting you with that, like
Right.
she really holds you in high esteem, and you guys got some chemistry. You guys got
I
some amazing
blame
chemistry.
I love Ash. She put me on I blame Mark for planting the seed. Mark Oestes, shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to
He
Mark.
we love Mark. He always used to tell me years ago, like, yo, start something. Like you got it. And I'm just like, man, whatever. But Ash, when I went on her podcast with you, sh it was fun. Like I
Yes.
don't I don't do this shit just for like views or anything. I could care less. Like I care a little bit for Ash, but it's just such an outlet. You know
Yes.
what I mean? So shout out to you, Ash. I love you. Thank you for trusting me with your baby. I know you say it's our baby now, but I adore you.
Oh, listen. You guys got something great going, and I just love the fact that you're bringing some light to movies that may not always get celebrated. And it's a
Man,
beautiful thing. She's put me
yeah.
on to a lot of movies listening to the
Yes.
podcast.
She's a genius.
Yes, most definitely. We got Isaiah in the building.
Oh, that's my
What's up?
brother-in-law.
What's up? Yes, welcome, brother-in-law.
What up,
Welcome.
Isaiah?
Yes, Yes. All right. So, guess we could get into it. My first question for you tonight would be your horror origin story. How did you get into the genre, man?
So I touched on this a little bit when we first met. I was younger and I came back from Hershey Park with my family. I was like maybe about 5, 6 years old, I want to say. And it was a rainy day. And I came back and there was a VHS, um, of Sleepaway Camp in our house.
Ooh,
And on the back of Sleepaway Camp was a letter written from a camp counselor. And I read it over and over. I was never allowed to watch it because it was just Sleepaway Camp.
yeah.
And I read it over and over. I remember sneaking to watch it. And it was just so good. And I was hooked. And not only did I fall in love with horror that day, I fell in love with slashers because I feel like slashers are my favorite type of horror.
Yeah.
And then from there it just grew and grew. I started liking Scream is my favorite franchise overall. You can't get more slasher than
No, you
Scream.
can't. Scream's on top.
Yeah, Scream, Urban Legend. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Just
Shout out to you mentioning Urban Legend.
yes, Urban Legend was so dope. It don't get the love that it deserves, bro. Like it doesn't. But slashers in general, just I don't care if they're corny or not. It could be the worst slasher made in history. It's slasher. I love it.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes. Chop them up, chop them up. Yeah,
Yes.
I really love that you mentioned Urban Legend because it definitely that was a big movie. Those movies were big in my childhood. Just they were
Yeah.
so much fun, so much fun.
I think too. With Urban Legend, I still have hopes that we can expand on that. There's a lot of room to grow there. And then a personal favorite of aside from slashers, I love zombies, like apocalyptic stuff. 28
Yes,
Days Later, uh,
yes,
Night of the Living Dead, all those. And I'm trying. It's just Dawn of the Dead is one of the remake is one of those movies you could have on in the background and just you doing your own shit, like cleaning up. I used to do homework to it. Just have it in the background. It's just such a comfort thing. And needless to say, I love Walking Dead. So it it's comforting as gory and stuff as it is. It's just comforting.
yes, yes. It is, and I
Mhm.
talk to a lot of people about like just sometimes we're the only folks that actually know how comforting this stuff
Yeah.
is. Just how when we're feeling a certain way, we just throw a horror movie on and just vibe out. You
How would I know this is your interview? My bad, but
know, no, no. This is your show. This is your show.
yeah. So with your horror origin story, what do you think? Why do you think horror caught your eye?
Ooh, why do I think horror caught my eye? You know what? I think it gave my outlet. It gave my anxiety an outlet, a safe outlet. Because a lot of times when things happen that would spike my anxiety, it's like,
Mhm.
all right, time to get out of this situation. But horror, I could always cut it off, or I could
Yeah,
always it was a very
very
controlled
true.
environment. Even back in the day, like watching Tales from the Crypt and going down the banister slowly and just the music and
I
then
would run as a child. I could not
yeah.
hear his laugh, bro. And shout out to you for getting I Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yes,
My
yes,
God,
yes,
bruh.
yes.
Like
I was
it's shows like that nostalgia, right?
nostalgia, and I was
Yeah.
lucky to snatch those up. Like I saw Amazon, they had them out. It was like $15 a pop. Now people on eBay selling them for like the whole set for like $400. I'm like, damn, y'all,
Robbery,
this
bro.
it's what y'all do with this. What y'all do with
Damn.
the genre, and that's one of the things that I you know feel passionate about, because a lot of times our genre isn't treated the best. So they'll release something and then I'm like, all right, if you like it, you better buy it because it's going to be out of print and you ain't going to be able to purchase it for the low no more. You're going to have to pay $50
Yeah.
for a movie.
I will die alone on the hill that one of the best horror, shows that did not get the flowers that it deserves as far as award wise is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I feel like
Yes.
that show was ahead of its time. It still
Yes.
stands today, but like I feel like that show should have won a fucking Emmy or something because I just the writing behind it is just chef's
Yes.
kiss.
Oh yeah, it's definitely top tier. Definitely
Mm-hmm.
top tier. You know, we got a lot of epic horror shows out there, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
that kept us in the right state of mind, you know, especially back then.
Yeah,
Especially
and The Last of Us just came out. Did you,
yes, I
bruh?
did. Yo,
My God,
did you have you ever played the games?
I played both of them. Yeah, on re. There's no such thing as a perfect game until you play The Last of Us.
Facts.
I,
Facts. Like
period.
I was so shocked because you know I didn't know what to expect, you know, playing Last of Us. I had seen, you know, the IGN review or whatever, and then
Yeah,
next thing I know, I'm crying playing the game. I'm like, we ain't even an hour,
bruh.
we ain't even an hour in.
When
What's
Sarah, oh, well, in the beginning, spoiler alert. um, when the actress who plays Sarah in the Last of Us TV show, flowers, bouquets, give her a meadow, like she deserves them, bro.
she had the job of having us fall in love with her, you know, within a short span of time, and
Just like
she
that,
nailed it. She
nailed it,
nailed
man. I knew it was coming, but
it.
damn, I was rooting for her, bro. Like I
Uh-huh.
was.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and they even the way they were driving, like when they all hopped in the truck, and you know, I was just like, yo, this is just
What
this
was
is
that? Like,
literally out the game. Literally.
yo, bruh. And then when they showed like the house, was it the a farm on fire? And like
Uh-huh.
I was like, and I do like the change they did instead of the car hitting them, it was an airplane piece.
Yes. Yes.
That it just built the anxiety. It's weird. You talk about like easing your anxiety. That shit gave me anxiety, but that's okay. That's okay.
Oh yeah. So it's sometimes it's good anxiety. It's excitement. You know, it's good
Yeah,
excitement.
hundred
You
percent.
know. But yes, The Last of Us is definitely doing its damn thing. I'm excited for the rest of the season, especially because we know what's gonna happen, but we still gonna be glued. We still gonna be parked 9 p.m. 9 p.m.
Man,
Eastern.
I feel like the finale deserves a clubhouse watch.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
We'll talk.
Yeah, yeah. Something gotta go. Something gotta go down. Something gotta go down. Oh, we got Michael Anthony in the building. What's up? Welcome,
What
welcome,
up,
my friend.
Alice?
Welcome. Let's get it. Let's get it. Are you Whitney says, "Are You Afraid of the Dark" is one of my favorite shows growing up. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
Whitney.
Yes. And then Sophia says Team Zombie.
Yep.
Yes, yes, yes. And then Michael says Justice
Just,
for Kendra.
bruh, we needed more time with her, bruh.
Oh yeah.
We
Oh
needed
yeah.
more time with her. I'm
Yeah.
surprised she's still playing. I bet you she looks great, by the way. Bianca Lawson,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
gorgeous woman. She could play a toddler if she wanted to right now.
Oh
She
yeah,
looks
she
so
could.
good.
She could. She definitely could. Oh,
Mhm.
we got Mr. Bobby likes it spooky in the building. Mr.
Oh,
Bobby Torres with a Z. Welcome, welcome, sir.
Bobby,
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the
Philly in the
show.
house.
Yes, Philly, most definitely in the house. Philly in the house. Now, my next question for you, sir, would be: do you have a favorite subgenre? Well, actually, you did say you said slashers,
I
right?
talk too much. That's what happens. But if not, I'll take slashers out. I'll definitely slashers and zombies. Slashers a little bit
Okay.
above zombies, but zombies is right there.
Okay. Well, if you had like three slashers that are just like your go-tos, you know, not saying your favorites, but your
Yeah.
go-tos, you know, because sometimes people get stumped when I'm like, "What's your favorite?" They're like, "Damn, you know, I ain't got it on hand." But you know, what's your go-tos?
I would say Screaming Dawn of the Dead, just Scream Dawn of the Dead and Sleepaway Camp. Like I said previously, they just Scream is my all-time favorite. Uh and I like doing fun facts, like
Yeah.
researching, fun facts and, just things that people the general public doesn't know about
Yes.
with those type of movies. Um you discover some pretty dark shit
Oh
like
yes.
eventually things that you don't want to know. It kind of ruins the vision of it, but I do like to dig a little deeper into those movies.
Oh yeah. Oh
Mhm.
yeah. It's definitely fun, especially like we're living in an age now where we can just dig in ourselves or go on YouTube and watch, 2 hour
Yes.
movies where it's like, here's all the shit that you missed, 4 hours,
Right.
it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
So Shutter has a TV show, and it's a series of episodes, and I forget the name of it. It escapes me. Excuse me, but it's basically an episode dedicated to a movie that terrible things happen, like cursed films or something
Yeah,
like that. You know what
curse
you know what I'm talking
films.
about?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That shit I like. I love like those. I love that shit. I don't know why.
It's because I think it's because it's creepy, man. It's just, and it adds some validity to the tension that you feel
Yes.
when you're watching a movie. So when you go back, it adds another layer on top of it, because it's like you watch a movie, you're like, damn, that was wild. But then
Right.
you hear the real stuff that was happening on set, and you're just like, oh, this adds a whole nother layer to what I was already feeling.
It forces you to think twice or look at the movie in a different lens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like what oh, this the stuff that the magic they was playing with, was it really,
Hmm.
was it really some stuff that they, just it get
Somebody was pulling some strings.
uh-huh. It get a little too wild. It get a little
Hmm.
too wild. But I love your choices, man. Dawn of the Dead definitely up there. Now when you say Dawn of the Dead, do you mean the remake or the original?
I could watch both, but the remake I love just because um for it came out, and the first time I've seen it, I was at my mother's house, and I
Yes.
remember being in her room watching it, and it brings me back to my childhood, and also a memory of my mother who's no longer with us. But it kind of ties into that in a way. So, but they're both good. They're both
Oh yeah.
awesome films.
Oh yeah, no, I remember watching the remake for the first time in the theater and just seeing like the crowd reaction, how everybody was just
Hmm.
like, it was more laughter than anything. I was like, what you motherfuckers laughing at? Because
Right, right.
I'm used to, at that point I was used to catching matinees, but I remember that night I had went out and because it's and I don't know, I've always been like an old man. I tell Jaleesa I'm an old man now, but I've always been an old man where I'm just like, I'm not trying to see the movie at no 8 o'clock when it's all these teenagers and shit in there. I'm trying because I'm trying to see it when the adults in there. But
Yeah,
that night, I caught that teenage effect, and it was just it was a memory. It's
yeah.
definitely a memory.
See, I'm the opposite. Like, I love going to my new shit is going to like the last screening of a horror movie, like
Yes,
at night. It just does something.
yes. Oh no, it definitely is definitely something special about going to the movies
Hmm.
at night, especially
Hmm.
like I grew up down the street from a drive-in theater. So I would go down,
Mm.
and it was just like it was magic. I recommend to anybody if they, are anywhere close to a drive-in theater, check
I've
them out.
never been to one. I would love to go to one.
Oh man. Well, you're
Yeah.
you're in Philly, right? You're in
Well,
Pennsylvania?
I'm in York,
Okay.
like
Okay.
2 hours away. We got them somewhere. I'm like on
Yeah, they
between.
they around.
Yeah,
They
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 some look. I gotta
drive.
look.
Yeah, yeah. We always got like the closest one for me. It's a black owned one. It's I
Mhm.
think it's called Moonlight Cinemas, and they out in Newark. You know.
So now school me. How does a speaker work? Do you have to have your car on?
That's the thing. Back in the day, like my dad would tell me, he'd be like, "Yeah, it'd be a speaker outside, the
Uh-huh.
car, and sometimes you would have to bring it inside and hook it up to the car or
Hmm.
whatever." But from when I was growing up, they said turn your radio station to 98.7 or
Yeah.
98.2. So they had like 6 radio stations, and each radio station was a different film. So
Oh,
I lived so close to the movie theater that I could pick up the movies on my stereo at home. And
damn.
sometimes I would just listen to the movies at home.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, it was nice, man. It was
Kind of
nice.
sneaking in, but not really.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Always, always. We got Mika in the building.
Hey,
Hey, Mika,
girl.
welcome, welcome, welcome. Bobby says that opening, Dawn. Yes, that open. It's iconic, man. It's
Yeah,
iconic. You know, it was definitely up there. Mika says Dawn of the Dead is one of my favorite horror remakes.
they
Yes,
did.
most definitely, most definitely. Ash says Dawn of the Dead had me scared to go outside for a
Ooh,
week.
and a lot of love for Dawn of the Dead remake. That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
man,
Come on,
yeah.
people. The
Now,
taste.
now I gotta ask you another question because I know you mentioned Scream, you know, which Scream gets a lot of love, but you mentioned Sleepaway Camp, you know, which nowadays is a little controversial,
It
you know.
is.
So it's like do you think they should remake that, you know? Because I've seen them, you know, they've made so many sequels, you know, but do you
Yeah,
think they should remake it and update it, you know, kind of for an a for the times, you know.
I if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I feel
Gotcha.
like Sleepaway Camp has such a charm to it.
Yes.
That film has such a charm to it, and you can't duplicate charm. You cannot.
Mm,
Um,
that's a quote. You can't duplicate John.
um, I just think if because you look at it, it's such a time stamp. You just from the
Yes.
clothes, the how they act. You just can't fuck with that. I don't know how else to put it. I know it's a little controversial. Just from I think I don't want to say it was woke or anything, but I think it was ahead of its time because you have two kids who have gay parents, and I didn't even peep that in the like when I was younger. You know, I just thought
Yeah.
it was just it made me know. Never mind. I just didn't know until I got older. After a couple of rewatches, I'm like, yo, like that was two dads, bro, with kids,
Uh-huh.
and then you have the twist at the end. You know, I don't know. It was such a mind fuck. It really was.
Yeah, I was just like I started laughing not because of, you know, what was going on, but just because of her face at the end. I was just like, whose choice was this? Like somebody was like, you know what? We're gonna go for it. We're
Yeah,
gonna go
and
for
they
it.
can I throw out a fun fact? Is this
Oh
okay?
yeah. Oh yes.
So, a fun fact is the body of the person at the end. No one knows who it was because urban legend has it that uh, it was a drunk college kid that needed some money, and they agreed to cut his face out and put the actress's head onto the body in some way, shape, or form.
So that's why
And
they freeze the frame.
yes,
Hmm.
and the kid was so embarrassed that he actually did that. Like he went into like hiding and stuff. So no one really knows who he is.
Wow.
I mean,
Hmm.
hey, I mean, if it was me, I'm like, hey, fuck it.
I got paid,
I
you know.
got paid.
Yeah.
But that's what I researched.
But yeah, it's just I mean it is epic. Like
Hmm.
his body is forever etched in the epic moments of horror
Yeah,
history. You know,
he went down
film
in
film
history.
history. You know, in
Yeah,
general.
I mean,
You
homie needed a manscape, but
know. Yeah, epic, epic. Now, Mika, she's got a question. Do you have an anticipated horror film for 2023 that you're looking forward to?
Scream Six. Needless to say, it's so boring, but and I am looking forward to Evil Dead Rise. I think
Yes. Oh, hype, hype.
everybody's on go for that movie. I'm curious to get into the Evil Dead bag with my friends, uh,
Yes.
but those two I would say. And can I? I'm excited to see Winnie the Pooh.
Look, man. Shit, I'm a pre-order. I'm a pre-order the tickets. You know,
Good,
I know
good.
Ash already got her tickets. You know, so
Yeah.
I'm a pre-order the ticket. I found out it's playing down the street, so you know, and even Jaleesa, she didn't know how she felt about it at first, but then she came around, so you know, she's definitely gonna check that out. But you know, ain't nothing wrong with it. We
All
just
right, good. This is
want
a
to
safe
see.
space.
Yeah, it's a safe space. Like
Yeah,
we watch it all. We watch it all. You
I'm
know.
with it.
But yes, I'm definitely excited about the new Evil Dead. You know, I did see a lot of criticism for the poster, which because now that I'm immersing myself more and more into the horror community, I'm seeing
Mhm.
more thought pieces and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And people were saying that they thought the poster was close to the Smile,
Mm,
the Smile poster, and I'm just like, they've been doing that for Evil Dead since what's the 70s or the early 80s. Like
yeah.
we've been on this. So, but
Wait a
I'm
minute. It's been
excited.
around that long?
Yeah, the first Evil Dead came
Bruh.
out. Shit, it might have been. It's horrible, but it had to be if it wasn't the late 70s, it had to be the early 80s. That shit been around for a while.
I
You
got
know.
some homework to do, bro.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of it, especially the first one because of the low budget and the year that it came out. You see what they actually put together.
Hmm.
Amazing,
That's what's
magic,
up. That's
magic.
good.
I loved it. It's definitely one of the movies that uh it's one of the movies that scared me, because you have
Mm,
we have a love for horror, but
hmm.
there's also a list of movies that just scared you. And that list
Yeah.
may be shorter than the list of the movies that you love or whatever.
Yeah.
But The Evil Dead, that was one of the movies that scared me, So
I feel like it was like the little engine that could, and
yes,
then it just
yes,
evolved to what it is today. Games, like
yes,
multimedia. It's awesome. That's
yes.
awesome. Damn, I did
Most
not know that. You learn something new every day.
yes. Well, shit. You just dropped the tidbit on us about sleepaway
Oh
camp.
yeah.
So, we learning from each other. That's how we do. That's how we
Yeah.
do.
I
You
fucks with
know.
it.
Yes, yes. We got Bobby says the Sleepaway Camp sequels are so funny. That version where Angela was insane. So yes, yes.
Oh my gosh,
I,
Bobby.
and that's the thing. I love the Sleepaway Camp sequels. I know a lot of people really don't go up for them. They're like, oh, it's nothing's better than the original. But I don't know. I just feel like I have more fun with the sequels,
Hmm.
especially Angela playing the
Hmm.
guitar, talking about happy campers and all that.
Bruh. Sleepaway Camp 2 was real good. And then after that, it just got campy.
Yes, yes. No pun intended. Well, pun intended.
Yeah,
Pun
we could do
intended.
pun.
Yeah, Bobby said Evil Dead 1981. Yes, yes.
Wow, I
Way
wouldn't even
before.
thought of.
Yeah, way before we was thought of.
Hmm.
But the universe knew. The universe knew we was gonna
Was
be on
waiting
it.
for us.
We was gonna be on it. It's gonna be on it. Now, my next question for you would be: do you have a favorite decade of horror?
I would say the 90s, man. 90s
Okay.
horror was awesome. Like the faculty.
Oh,
Can
show
we talk
show
about the
the
fact?
faculty some love,
Faculty
because
was
people be hating.
great. You know, then it goes back to like the the slashes I was talking about, but I just feel like the faculty was a standout for me for some reason. I don't know why. It wasn't because like I had a crush on Usher or anything, but uh, it was just that movie I would say scared me.
Gotcha.
Like what you were talking about earlier. And I was going to school looking at them motherfuckers like, I don't know about you, bro, because you've been acting sus and just thinking about what they went through in the fact but that was a great, I feel like that was a great decade,
Oh yeah.
man. And then you would go into like, not necessarily hard, but like Deep Blue Sea. And it, it just it hits for me, bro. 80s and 70s are good. I just started getting into the earlier versions of horror, like Demons, and I just watched Demons last year with Bobby,
Yes.
Michael. They put me on that. It's a damn good movie.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Michael says Stokely was so close to being a final girl. Yes, she was. She was. I was upset. I was upset. Yeah.
So Ash and I were talking. I'm not going to let all of our business out there, Ash, but to that comment that Michael just said, we got an episode coming out that we're working on. Um, and I'm thinking we're going to need some help. with this episode. So, Tyrone, we might be in touch.
All right, all right. Well, especially if it's for the movie with the kids and the alien invasion in the school, like I'm there. I'm
Man,
there. The faculty, it was definitely a moment in time for me. Like I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's not Invasion of the Body Snatchers or it's not
no.
this, but I'm like, it's really good. It took something, it took a genre or subgenre and it made it relevant for my generation, which I
Hmm.
appreciated.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, and it's on sale on Amazon right now for I think 11.99 people.
They, do
So come
you,
check
let
it
me
out.
ask you this. Do you have, and I'm curious because I ask a lot of people this, when it comes to horror, do you have like a library of media or do you stream?
I have a library of media. I
Do
I
you?
I stream if like let's say if I buy a Blu-ray and then it comes with the Voodoo or the movie code,
Yeah.
then I may stream it more. But like let's say if I got something I subscribe to Shutter. If
Mhm.
I watch a movie like I was watching, which I'm sure I'm mispronouncing this shit, but it's called like Gungium uh Haunted Asylum, and I watched that shit and I loved it, and then I immediately went online and I bought it on Blu-ray off of eBay.
Yeah.
So I'm not against streaming, but
Mhm.
I just feel like they're all with the licensing and everything, they putting stuff on, taking it off, and I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
I need my physical collection because when I want to watch something, I want to watch it. So
Yeah.
like it's like but I do love the fact that with all these different streaming platforms, it's given independent artists and
Hmm.
directors and writers an opportunity to put their work out there. Like my favorite film of last year was Incantation, which is
Hmm.
on Netflix.
I
Um,
haven't seen it.
yeah, it's amazing, man. It's amazing, and I was mad because it's no physical copy, and I even like tweeted the director, and he's like, "Yeah, I licensed this to Netflix, so it ain't gonna be no
What?
physical copy." So I'm looking for anybody
Oh,
who got the hookup because I need it by any means necessary. I need a physical copy.
and then two with the features on the DVDs
Yes.
is crazy. I remember um my mom, she had Final Destination 2, I believe it was. And there was a feature on there that it told you like when you could die. Like it was like
Yes.
when you're gonna
Yes.
die, how you're gonna die. And I used to do that shit for hours, bro. Like, yo.
Yes.
It's just so fun, and outtakes and deleted scenes. You don't see that shit on streaming. You don't.
Oh no, like it's a rare thing. I think like Disney may do like some outtakes or some shit like that, but for the most part you don't. And I think it was a time in history for me, especially because like growing up on VHSs and having to rewind the tape. And then my uncle, he was like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna give you my VHS/DVD player," and I'm like, "Okay." And so I put it in my room. He hooked it up for me. The first two movies that I had for DVD were Out Cold, which is like just some raunchy
Mm-hmm.
comedy, and then Austin Powers 2, The Spy Who Shagged Me. And I popped the DVD in the player, and I'm just seeing Austin Powers. I'm seeing the menu move, and he's just dancing. And I'm
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
"What's going on here?" And then I was watching the movie, and I'm like, "Oh, I think my mom called me or something." I'm like, "I gotta do something." I paused the movie. There were no squiggly lines. It blew my mind, bro. It blew
Wow,
my
that's crazy.
just the inserts when you see like the chapters and everything, and how you could
Uh-huh.
sit like it just it took it to a new level for me. So I will always be a huge proponent of physical media because it's
Man.
even when we go full streaming, like I'll always be paying somebody to get something physical.
And attached with the media, you think of things like renting movies like Blockbuster or going to Hollywood. And I remember being pissed at my grandpa and me being pissed the hell off when the copy wasn't there. They were like, "Well, when is it going to come back?" "Oh, in 7 days or 5 days." It's like, motherfucker, I want to see that shit now. It's Friday night. I got my popcorn here.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
It will just make you so mad. And then, like, if you owe them money, you still go up anyway just to try your luck.
Nah,
It's like, nah, you owe us. And it's like, what are you talking about? We owe us. You just, you owe them, but you just try anyway.
yeah, yeah. I still
Yeah.
got a couple of Blockbuster DVDs that I have never returned.
Oh,
I
you
still got,
see,
I still,
you're the reason why they're not here, Tyrone.
I still got a couple that I never, and I still got my Blockbuster card. It's in my wallet. I still keep it around just
Oh, keep that.
as a a relic.
Yeah,
Just to show something to show my nephew. Be like, look,
yeah.
this is check this out, nephew. This
Mhm.
was from the
Mhm.
land before time.
Right. Um, we did we did Hollywood Video because it was the
Mm,
closest thing. Our Blockbuster, it was around, but it was just hood as fuck, just hood.
uh-huh. Yeah, Hollywood Video. I did love Hollywood Video as well.
Mhm.
I remember. I think, like, of course, because Blockbuster was like the mainstream one. Everybody had a Blockbuster card, whatever,
Mhm.
whatever. But
Everybody.
I remember the few times I did go in Hollywood Video, I just loved the aesthetic of it. It just looked
Yeah.
aesthetically pleasing. The what was it? The lights that were coming, that were crossing each other and
Mhm.
showing on. It was just Hollywood Video
Yeah.
was that place. I remember we had a couple in Sacramento, in Sacramento,
Mhm.
California, where I was growing up at. So I do have fond memories,
Yeah.
of
Damn. Bring
me.
it back.
Yes, yes. Mika says I have a library of media. Love collecting physical media, still books. Yes, yo, Mika, she has an immaculate collection, especially her steelbook game. Off the chain, off the
So, Mika, we're coming over for a watch party then, right? That's what
yes,
you're
yes,
saying. That's what you're
yes.
saying.
That's facts. Because when they cut all this Netflix and everything, and when all these deals go through and they bring cable back, when they bring
Yeah.
cable
Yeah.
back, we going to Mika and Kira's house.
Yeah.
We going to
We
Mika and
we
Kira's
in
house.
there.
Yeah, we over there. We over there. She says I need to do something with my digital codes. I always forget about those. You see, and that's the thing, Mika. Like
What?
I used to be like you. I used to just like throw the shits away, or I would give them to my brother. But now I put the codes in, and then I like sync them to Voodoo or whatever. And now I'm just
Mhm.
like, all right. But I do. I it's something. It's just something about opening up that Blu-ray or that DVD and seeing the insert,
Just
seeing
hold it up to the light and just see it
yeah,
shine and glistening.
uh-huh, uh-huh. And I was one to never let nobody borrow my shit because
No,
if
they
you
always fuck it up.
yo they somebody I let this girl borrow my 8 Mile DVD, and I will never forget it. She was like, oh, I want to see 8 Mile or whatever. It's in high school. She borrowed my 8 Mile DVD for like 2 nights, and then I got it back, and that shit was skipping, and I
Oh,
was
she
like,
need
oh,
her ass beat. She
never
need her
again,
ass beat.
never again,
Mm-mm.
never
Was she
again.
cute? Is that why you let her hold it?
Yeah, she was cute, but
Mm.
still, I should have known. I should
Yeah,
have
she need
known,
her
man.
ass beat.
I should have known.
Be fucking up my shit.
Yes, yeah. Whitney says R.I.P. Blockbuster Hollywood Video. Yes,
Real ones.
R.I.P.
Real ones.
R.I.P. Michael said y'all better sell them digital codes.
Yep. Yep. Listen to him.
Yeah, gotta get your money up. Gotta get your money up.
Yeah.
Now my next question for you is: could you name a film that you wish you could have been on the set for? A horror film you wish you could have been on the set
Ooh, that's good. Um, damn, that's a good one. Jeepers Creepers 2.
for? Ooh, the
Just
second
be
one.
the
Interesting.
second one. Just because not necessarily like on the the set. I wanted to be one of them kids on the bus. Shit, kill me. I don't care. But I just I wanted to be involved. Like I could do that. I could look like a
You want a
football player
jacket?
if
You
I
want a
wanted to.
varsity jacket?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Shit, I'll be a cheerleader. Like I'll be the fucking bus driver. I just thought that film looked so much fun, just running through the the field and it looked so good. It looked like that would be a fun movie to be a part of. That and I would say Halloween.
Yes, yes. Which one? Which Halloween?
I would say mm, the first one. The
The
first one.
first one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because it was so low budget and they made magic with it. They really
Yeah.
did. Um, I have a special place in my heart for Halloween. It's just such a because it's Laurie Strode. Even
Yes.
though these recent Halloweens I'm not a fan of, but we won't go there.
I mean, we've gone there so many
Yeah,
times.
and it's the dead horse. It's the dead horse.
I'm
But
not done kicking it though, but I understand.
I mean, I'll follow up with a kick. I'll follow up, bro. Shit. Oh, I'm so mad.
Oh yeah.
I'm so mad. All right, let me just real quick. How the fuck are we gonna do into the Halloween Ends people? I'm sorry. How are we gonna do a Halloween's End movie that's supposed to wrap everything up? And it's not even about Michael Myers and it's not about Laurie. It's about Corey Cunningham. Why? I,
It's so many questions. How you got a Michael Myers movie where that's starring the Oogie Boogie
it's
Man, where he dragging people into the sewers, like
you know
he's
what I'm saying? And get his ass beat.
oh yeah, I was
And get his ass beat.
when I
Why?
saw that, I was, because as a movie fan and a horror fan, sometimes you forgive shit. You like, all right, this is their direction. This ain't my Michael. This they Michael.
I
But
don't recognize that,
when I
Tyrone.
saw that, I was just like, all right, I'm done. I'm
That's
done.
dumb. That's dumb.
I'm done.
Why they had my boy like in the trenches, bro.
In the trenches.
Like eating rats. Like the fuck. I understand. Anyway, that's my
yeah,
spiel about it.
Yeah, we all feel a certain type of way.
Yeah, we don't know her.
Now, Mika, she got another question. Do you have a favorite horror director?
Wes Craven. I love Wes Craven. Even the like there was a movie. It was called I remember I seen it with my ex in theaters, and it was at the time where 3D was like the shit. Like everything was in 3D.
Yeah.
There was this movie, My Soul to Take. Do we remember that?
Yeah, I remember My Soul to Take.
I just thought that movie was so terrible, it was good. But anything with Wes Craven's name on it, Freddy, anything like that, it just, my heart smiles. And it's so sad that he's not with us. He's a real one.
Oh yeah.
But Wes Craven really, he is the Godfather. He is the OG. He is the pinnacle of horror for me.
Oh yeah, he definitely cemented his mark,
Yes.
and just we see his influence, in a lot of stuff that's out there, and I'm sure we'll see it pretty much forever.
Yeah.
Rest in peace,
Man.
because he definitely showed out. Especially with Scream, especially later in his career, like
Mhm.
not a lot of people show out like that, later in their career, but he did it. He did
I'm
it.
about to get mad. Why is Michael in the chat talking about that thing? That thing, Alice.
Yes,
Can we
Alice.
ban him? Where's
Birthday Queen, Alice Tanisha Johnson. Yes, yes. It's a safe space, Michael. It's a safe space. We could
No, but yeah, Wes Craven is my guy.
Yes, yes. That's a good answer, man. Good answer. Now, my next question would be: do you have some favorite black horror of the past, or the present?
The past, Candyman,
Yes.
Blackula, uh, Candyman. I love Candyman. Tony Todd. I'm so jealous because Ash met Tony Todd, and
Yeah.
she said he is the sweetest guy. Um, to like she spoke she has the utmost respect for him, and I'm telling you, I want to get him on the podcast so bad. If I could cement that, Tyrone, I will be that bitch. I swear, like if I run into him at one of these Comic Cons or whatever, I got nothing to lose. Look, check me out.
you gotta do what you gotta. It's nothing to it but to do it. Ivy
Nothing to it but
Trees,
to do it.
she interviewed him I think twice. She interviewed Tony
Yeah.
Todd. So, and I asked her about it. She was like, yeah, this is how you approach certain people. Especially when you at these
Mhm.
conventions and stuff like that. So it's possible, man. Nobody is out of your reach.
Let me ask you, who would be your dream guest on your show? If you could pick anybody, past, present, dead, alive,
Ooh,
anybody.
ooh,
You have your
dream
pick of the litter.
guest. Ooh, dream guest. Ah, man, you know what? I think, and this is like hella left field, but it probably be shit, Kevin Smith, you know. Yeah,
Ooh,
because I'm
very
just
left
like,
field, but I understand.
yeah, like he made. I just remember, like, because I'm such a big Kevin Smith fan, and I was listening to his podcast,
Mhm.
and he had a podcast with his friend Joe Mosier or whatever, and they were just talking shit or whatever, and then they came up with this idea, and from this news article, and
Mhm.
next thing you know, they made a fucking movie about it, which
Yeah,
turned out to be Tusk. Have
yeah,
you seen Tusk?
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, and it's just like I was just like, I don't know, it was just so inspiring to me. It's just
Wow.
like, because sometimes you think like, oh, a motherfucker gotta have a mind with a million watts of the power of the sun to come up with
Yeah,
this shit. And the motherfuckers was just smoking and talking about, well, hey,
yeah.
what's this? Let's just throw it at the wall. And then they
See if
then
it
they
stick.
put the idea out, and it's there. And it's just I just was I'm just such a fan. So I would just love to pick his brain, so I would love him, and I know he's a fan of horror as well, so I would love to
Damn, that's an
pick his
awesome pick.
brain.
The very, very, very not what I expected, but I get it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, oh yeah, most definitely. He's one of those directors whom I would love to meet, and just because sometimes like you see people, and you're like, damn, you live in a lot of my dreams that I want to live. Like now he
yeah.
got his own movie theater out in Jersey and shit, and I'm like, damn, I want a movie theater. I want a drive-in theater. One day, putting that out into the universe. That's gotta happen.
Speak it into
Yes,
existence.
yes, evil drive-ins. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yes, yes, yes. Mika, she said, "Oh my God, my dream would be Sigourney
Ooh,
Weaver."
nice,
Yeah,
Mika.
yeah, and
Damn.
Mika go up for aliens. Like
Yeah,
that's
that would be dope, Mika. Oh my gosh.
yes, yes. Just Sigourney Weaver would actually, like, I would be interested to see like what she got to say, because
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of interviews from her, so I would be very interested with what he got to say. Jaleesa was like, I thought he was gonna say I almost said Ravi, but I I feel like it would just turn into a Spider-Man conversation,
Yeah.
because you know. Um Jaleesa said my dream would be Rachel True.
Oh
Yes,
my
up
God,
there,
Jaleesa.
up there.
She does not get the recognition she deserves. I don't care,
Yes,
bro. Like
yes,
the craft,
up
just
there.
yeah. Rachel is awesome. Oh, if she goes to Blurred Con, bro, I'll automatic $200.
Oh yeah,
Take it.
blow. Yeah, take my money.
Yeah,
Blow
yeah.
the money automatically.
I'll start an OnlyFans for her.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now my next question, for you would be, how does it feel being in the horror community? In 2022, well, shit, 2023. Last year.
It's all right.
How's it feel to be in the horror community, 2023? And just to be interacting with so many different horror content creators, and just from being fans of people to
Hmm.
having your own, to having your, co-hosting your own podcast, and just producing content, and you and Ash coming up with some great things, and just mingling, just because
Yeah.
we're because we didn't have this as kids.
No. Um, I swear to God, I'm not like, I don't want to sound corny, but I don't want to get emotional because
You can. This is Evil Live. You do what you want to do.
so the love for horror has always been there, but this year is going to be a rough one for me. My grandmother was recently diagnosed with pancreatic cancer stage 4.
Mm.
She raised me. She's like my mother. She's more than my mother actually. But to me, I feel like this is an escape from what's going on in my real life. I feel like this is a distraction. It puts me in a better mood. It puts me in a great mood because the reality of my situation is grim. Uh, and I feel like when Ash asked me and approached me to be her co-host, of course, I number one, I love Ash. I always loved Ash. She Everyone who knows her loves her. Um, but when she asked me that, she did more for me than she knows. It kind of it's pulling me out of a depression. I never really been depressed. I never been that guy, and I really never understood mental health. And I work in the medical field. I really never understood mental health issues. And being surrounded by the company of Ash, being side by side with her in that realm, and being shoulder to shoulder with you, people like Bobby, Michael, Ryan, just Mika, everybody in the chat. It's just the camaraderie we have. It's so good. It is so uplifting. It is positive, and I'm just at the peak of gratitude and the peak of humbleness, and I'm just so grateful and I'm thankful for everyone that has welcomed me with open arms.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
So
This
I didn't mean to get too deep, but
no, no,
being in the community now means more to me than what you guys know, honestly.
no, and it's a beautiful thing because I understand. It may not be the same situation, but we all go through things, and we
Yeah,
all feel very deeply,
yeah,
about and just the positivity and the love that
hmm,
comes from it.
yeah,
So I'm like,
yeah.
I'm sorry to hear about your grandma, man. We
Thank you,
we praying, we praying for you
thank
and the
you,
family. We here for you. We here
thank
for
you. I
you.
appreciate it, and I feel it. I feel it.
Yes, yes, yes. It's definitely the horror community. It's like it's so many different like lifestyles and just like points of views and just it's so many. It's a melting pot. It's genuinely a huge melting pot, and we all just coming
Yes,
together and out of
it's
out of
so
love and
crazy.
it's
It's so crazy how diverse we are, and I didn't know this shit existed, man. I did
oh
not.
yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, we out here. We out here. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Yes, yes. Mika says you gotta yes, his favorite
Yeah,
subgenre slashers, and the zombie as a backup, it's
yeah.
definitely up there. Um Sophia, little off topic question, but Tyrone is a person who loves horror films. Do you visit haunted houses slash attractions? You know what? I have visited a couple, but I've made it my mission to be more proactive this year. So this year is definitely going to see me, you know, um, doing more haunted attractions and more conventions and connected with a couple paranormal investigators. So I'm definitely looking to do some ghost
If
hunts
you
this year.
if you do any of that in the Philly area, hit me up. I'm gonna
Oh
drive
yeah.
away. Hit me up, Bobby.
Oh
You
yeah.
coming?
Oh yeah, we gonna make it
Anybody
a
in the
road
Philly
trip.
area, let's
Yes,
go.
yes, Philly area. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yes, but you got a lot of love in the comments. Mika,
Yes, thank you, Mika.
Jaleesa, Oh
Lisa.
snap! We got Black Horror Survivor. We got Tommy in the building. Send us some
Tommy.
prayers.
Thank you, Tommy.
Thank you. And Mika, she says, I still admire the haunted attractions from afar, Tower.
So me and my sister, what if one of us hits the lottery or one of us is rich, we talk about opening up a haunted bed and breakfast. And
Ooh.
we want our actors to be, and these motherfuckers who check in have to sign the waivers because my actors will touch you, they will fuck your shit up, they will throw blood on you. Like it will be an experience. Like we'll treat you good, like we'll give you good food and stuff like that. But my actors gotta be on point 24 hours a day. Like
Yeah.
I'm so obsessed with haunted houses and things like that.
See, I'll be there, but I'll be behind the scenes with you in the control room with
That's all right. You
the
can do that.
LED cameras, checking them out. Because it's actually a dude. I forgot his name. I don't know if you know about him, but he's like ex-military, and you have to get on a waiting list to go to his haunted attraction, and it's like a year out waiting list, and he doesn't accept money.
Damn.
He accepts like donations, like dog food donations to like local shelters or whatever.
Oh,
So
okay.
you do
That's
that
awesome.
and you sign a waiver, and as you're signing the waiver, like his actors are smacking you upside your head. They're
Oh
like,
yeah, that's what I want. That's exactly what I want. I want when you're sleeping, my actors are going to drag you the fuck out of bed and throw you in like the river. Like I'm telling you.
damn, I can't swim, Jerv.
Yeah, I want. Oh yeah, we going ham. I want people to be pissed off, but I'm like, nah, bitch, you signed a waiver. This is what you signed up for.
Yeah, because they be like, all right, I told myself I was gonna go through this. I gotta make it through the night, but they be going hard to where they be
Yeah.
getting low key injured. So it's like, but
Oh,
you
see
signed a
now.
waiver.
Yeah. Oh, I can see it in my head. But me and my sister talk about that. Like, we'll do it. We'll do it. I'll even let you stay for free, Tyrone.
Oh what? Hey, you ain't said nothing but a word free. I will stay at Buffalo Bill's house for free.
Oh my god,
So,
free 99.
yeah, free 99. Let's get it. Yeah, Michael said Jeremy making a haunted bad
Yep,
girls club.
that's right. You know Judy with the voodoo.
Uh-huh. Bobby said that's aggressive. Fact. Fact.
When I'm rich and famous, don't say nothing.
Mika says your haunted bed and breakfast will have me leaving in the middle of the night. Stat. Yeah, I'm too scared.
We taking your keys, Mika. At the door.
Jaleesa says, hire me for the bed and breakfast. I drop bugs and run across the room at night.
My girl.
There we go. There we go. Biggest says Desert Island Challenge. If you were stuck on a desert island and could only watch 5 horror films forever, what would you grab? Ooh, that's a good one.
I think I would. Okay. I would try to grab something from every like decade, if you will, just so I can get nostalgia from past, present, future in a way. So something from Jordan Peele, probably
okay.
Nope, and I don't know if you've seen it, but like Nope has been getting a little bit of shade and hate and stuff. They don't think it's as great as the predecessors of Jordan Peele movies, but
they said that about us,
Yeah. It's just shut up. It's fine. Some like I would Nope.
Okay.
Jeepers Creepers, Scream. That's 3. And you know something, I would bring something that I always wanted to watch but never got the chance to, just so I can have a new experience if I'm by myself. I've never seen Psycho.
Ooh.
So I would bring Psycho.
The original or the remake?
The original.
Ooh. Oh yeah, that's you definitely be treating yourself on that.
I've never seen it. I've always wanted to. So I would bring Psycho, and I have one more movie. Strangers. I love Strangers. It's so good. It is so good.
Because you were home.
Yeah. Like you bitch. Like Like, what can you say to that? Like, damn. All right, bitch, kill me. Fuck it.
Yeah, you had some good choices. Great choices.
Ooh,
Great
good
choices.
question, Mika. That was
Yes, yes.
awesome. What would you bring?
Me could be coming through. I'm gonna say Night of the Demons, number
Mm-hmm.
one. I'm gonna probably have to throw in there Wreck, most definitely.
Okay.
My favorite, probably my favorite zombie movie. What else would I have to throw in there? Something that's gonna just throw me. Damn, this is a good
Yeah.
ass question.
I had to think a
Um,
little bit.
Maybe Child's Play 2. I'll throw
Okay.
Child's Play 2 in there. Um, and I'm gonna throw maybe let me throw Vampire in Brooklyn.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw
Okay. Okay.
Vampire in Brooklyn in there. And then my number five. Ooh, number five would probably have to be Incantation, like my favorite movie last year,
I need
Incantation.
to watch
You
it. It's
know,
you said it's on Netflix.
yes, yes.
Okay. Let me
It
see.
just was so effective for me because the image, like I'm gonna do a review on it, but it's
Mhm.
just it's very effective, and I was watching it. It was one of the movies that I like literally watched at midnight, so I think that was a part of the reason why it was so like it stuck with me, you know.
Let me ask you, just because I love slashers, who would you say? Well, not who. Yeah, who would you say is like your favorite murderer type of person in the slasher? Like out of your
Oh,
screams and jeepers and creepers, like monsters even.
oh, shoot, I forgot her name, but she was I was talking about this not too long ago. I think she shit, I forgot her name, but she was Marie. No, I think her name's Marie from High Tension.
I never seen High Tension.
Yeah, I highly recommend that one. That's High Tension is like my favorite. It's a French horror. They got the English dub if you're not in the but High Tension.
My
Oh
gosh.
my god. I would love to hear your thoughts on High Tension because
High
it just
Tension.
blew my mind first watch. But Marie from High Tension, she would have to be like my favorite killer, you know.
Like
Yeah.
I
She
have
definitely.
I have Ghostface was number one, but Art the Clown is like my best friend. He is so crazy. It's like I just love Art.
Art be wild as shit cuz
He's wow, bro.
when I first saw that first movie, I was like, "All right, let me check it out." And I was just amazed at how, a movie that's relatively light on story could just keep me entertained the whole way through.
Bruh.
Even the second one, because I'm of the school of where I'm like, I love Terrifier too, but I
Mhm.
feel like it didn't necessarily need to be 2 hours plus or whatever, but
It was long. It was.
I feel like they could have broke it up. I feel like they could have broke it up into two movies. Like give us, like 80, 90 minutes of art. That's really all what we need. And then,
Yeah.
you give us a little bit more and then expand and do some more wild shit. But I'm glad
Yeah.
that they announced that they're doing a part three.
Yeah.
But
And I hope they learned their lesson with the length of the movie.
yes, yes. But that motherfucker, he was just I just remember being because I think the first time I saw it, I was like in and out of sleep or whatever. So I'm like, oh, this was cool, but I really wasn't paying too much attention. And then
Hmm.
I bought it on Blu-ray and I sat down on the couch, just chilling, lights out, and I think I was smoking at the time, and I just was watching it, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit?
Oh
Like,
my gosh.
just him wearing the skin, and I'm just like, what am I watching right now?
I
You know?
uh, I love Art. I like. I, I want his autograph.
Yeah, yeah,
And I want his top hat. His top hat is everything.
yes, yes. Art's top hat, Art the clown is definitely he cemented himself.
Yeah.
one of them people, you know.
I know what I'm being for Halloween.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait. We got Mika. She said high tension is so good. You have to watch it. The French be going OG, and then going and
Oh.
yes, I think it's on. Yes, Tubi got it.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay, so
Tubi
boom.
to go. Tubi to go. You know.
Yeah, shout out to Tubi, man.
And then Mika, her number one would be Michael Myers. Creature feature would be thank you, Mika, for giving Pumpkinhead some praise because
Wow.
Pumpkin. Have you ever
You
seen
don't hear
Pumpkinhead?
no, but I don't I'm familiar with him, but I don't hear a lot about him.
Dude,
Man, I got homework to
Pumpkinhead.
do.
Yeah, like how you were saying, certain movies, brings back memories and stuff like
Mhm.
that. Like Pumpkinhead brings back memories of me watching it with my grandmother, and because she
Oh.
loved Pumpkinhead, so we would watch that, and I'd just be like, oh snap, this is it, it's just classic creature
Yeah.
feature, classic, classic story, definitely takes you back. Now my next question would be, is there a movie that you wish that you could have seen for the first time again?
Ooh. Um, that's a good question. You've asked this before, and I remember thinking to myself, like, damn, that's a good question.
That was one actually Jaleesa gave me. So shout out to Jaleesa. She gave me
Ah,
that question.
damn. Okay. They came to play. I would say House on Haunted Hill.
Mm.
I loved House on Haunted Hill, the original and the remake. Um, the remake was I just it was so good. The dynamics and of the relationships with the characters, it was great. And then also not a movie I would like to see for the first time again, but a series. I would like to see The Haunting of Hill House. I would like to see that series again for the first time. My sister put me on, and I, that was a good fucking series.
I done seen it. I done seen it 3 times already, and
it's
I'm
a, it's an easy rewatch, right?
easy.
Bly Manor was okay, but Haunting of Hill House, perfect.
And I love Black Manor, but Haunting of Hill House, like I really like them all. Like I even liked
Mhm.
what was it
The
what was
newest
the
one that
third
came
one?
out, I didn't know it was related. I know what you're talking about. I didn't know it was related to the other two, like the.
Yeah, the well there was the one that was in church, shit, it slipped my mind. I think it was like the not the Midnight Club, because the Midnight Club was like the latest one,
Right.
but
It
the
was one before that.
yeah, it was the one before that.
Mm,
That one was really good, but it was a slow burn. It took a while. Midnight Mass. Thank you,
okay.
Mika. Midnight Mass. Shout out to Mika coming through. But yes, Midnight Mass was it once it got past that slow burn,
Yeah.
it was a roller coaster, man. It was a
I'll
roller
see.
coaster. And then Bly Manor for me, I'm just like, am I crying for ghosts right now? Like again, am I crying for ghosts again? But Haunting of Hill House, I'm just like,
Bruh.
yo, y'all like the drama, like the people
That
who
was crazy.
were gushing over the drama of Hereditary. Y'all
Yes,
need to see
yes.
the Haunting of Hill House, because oh my god, oh
I love my favorite character was Theo. I love Theo. And the haunting, the film was based it's based off a book, but then
yeah.
they turned it into a movie, The Haunting, and it had some characters in there. I think Catherine Zeta-Jones was in it, and it
Hmm.
really wasn't. It was okay. And Owen Wilson was in there, but when they did this series, I was in awe. My sister was telling me, watch it, watch it, watch it. And I'm like, all right, yeah, whatever. And her picks are usually good,
Yeah.
but by the time I watched it, she watched it about twice. and I just I wish I could feel that again. It was such a fun ride.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Especially like that was that another one that came out in the '90s? The
Yeah,
haunting.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. They had a lot of good ones. Even what was that 13 Ghosts? It reminds me of that era.
Ooh,
You know?
someone said it on Twitter, I think, and you tell me if this is a good idea if you would watch 13 Ghosts as a series, but the backstories of the ghosts.
Facts,
Heat,
facts. Every
heat.
every episode, every
Every
episode.
episode is just them concentrating on one of the ghosts. That is set. I'm so.
And I'm gonna throw something in there. Have Misha Green be the showrunner. You know,
Come on, Tyrone. That's what I'm talking about.
she,
Come on, bro. Like, hire us, Hollywood. The fuck? Like, hire us. We will do the work for you, bro.
let's get it. Let's get it.
Yes.
Misha
That's what I'm
Green. Let's
talking
get
about.
it. Let's get it. Megan said, "I love everything Mike Flanagan has given me." Gerald's Game. Have you seen Gerald's Game yet?
No, I haven't.
Pretty much Gerald's Game and Hush. I would write those on your list because those are definitely up there as well.
Man, y'all
Yeah.
giving me so much homework to do.
It's all right. It's all right.
And chat, I should have prefaced this. Like, I love the horror community, but I'm a baby horror head. I
It's all
love
it's all
horror.
right.
So I'm learning from Tyrone and you guys. So I'm give it to me.
Listen, we all learning. We all learn. We all soaking up. Every time I chat with somebody, I get a new recommendation. It's nothing as someone who's seen or knows everything.
I would never be bored.
Exactly. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of the community. What up, Terrence? We got
Hey
Terrence in
Terrence,
the building.
thanks for
The
coming.
the host of Psycho Babble Live. He's got an amazing podcast over there with Curly Girl at the movies in
Hmm.
West. Thank y'all for stopping by. Yes, he says Hush was very good. Yes, it was definitely up there. Mika says, yes, give us a backstory on the ghosts. I would love to know why. I would love to know, say, in the story of the jackal.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, most definitely. Always learn about a new movie all the time. I love getting recommendations from everyone.
yeah,
Yes, yes. Sophia says Gerald's Game is good. Yes, Gerald's Game up there. Stirs, shout out to Stirs, my little brother in the building. Stirs, The
hey
Ritual on
stirs.
Netflix. All right, I'm gonna check out The Ritual. I'm gonna check out The Ritual, bro. I gotta get you on here one day. Um, and then Michael's got a question. What is a horror movie you know
Oh,
you wouldn't survive?
hmm. Any Nightmare on Elm Street. I love to sleep. I love to sleep. I go to bed at 6:30. It's past my bedtime right now. I love sleep so much. I find it so meditating. I don't care, but Freddie would tear my ass up. Like, he would just be, look at this sleepy bitch. Let me beat his ass real quick. I love sleep.
Yes, yes. That's a good one. That's a good one. Any because you put yourself in that position and it's like everybody needs sleep at one point. So
Yes.
it's something you cannot get away with. You cannot get away with. Um I would have to say if there was a horror movie that I know I wouldn't survive, it'd probably be uh any of the Saws, honestly, because
Oh,
I'm just at a certain point, I'm just like, nah, you got me. You got me. It's like, oh,
damn.
don't you want to
Ooh,
live? And I'm like, and not if I gotta fucking rip whatever out and then put it back in and then
yeah.
I'm just like,
Because
nah. I
even if
mean,
you win, you coming out handicapped. Like, you fucked up for life, bro. That's
it's
not a life,
just
man.
it's just the mentality. It's just the Hey, I pass out before I complete the competition. They'd be like, "Damn, this motherfucker, I got all these other traps set up. Like you would be liable to mess up your future game and traps,
Mm-mm.
fucking around with me if I
Damn.
was in a Saw movie.
Jesus.
It just is what it is. Mika says anything with fast zombies. My cardio is
Oh
not
yeah,
made for
I ain't
that.
built for that. Nope.
Uh huh.
Nope. No Usain Bolt here.
Uh-huh. Say with Jaleesa, Mika, I'm with you. I feel that way about no, that's Tommy. Tommy
Tommy,
Meek, I'm
yeah.
with you. I feel that way. About 28 days later. Fact. Fact. Those zombies were fast as shit. Those zombies were fast as shit. Jaleesa says, my ass would die in Saw. Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. There we go.
Mm-mm.
It's so many different like scenarios that it's entertaining to watch, but I don't necessarily think I would want to participate, fully.
What horror movie do y'all know y'all would survive?
Ooh,
This should be an easy one for everybody.
ooh. I'ma say, ooh, what horror movie I know I would survive? I'ma say, I was shit. Maybe, damn. I need something that's got like food. I need food. um.
Fresh.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, man.
Oh, A Quiet Place.
Oh,
Sir.
yes, A Quiet Place, most definitely.
Damn.
Um, I think maybe Red Eye. I think I would survive Red Eye.
I've seen Red
You
Eye.
know, because I would have put dude in his place. Like
Period.
you're not gonna punk me in the airport
That's what I'm talking
because
about, Tyrone. Say it with your chest.
yeah,
Fuck out of
yeah, yeah, you ain't
here.
gonna punk me in the airport. Like it's police all around. Like what we doing? What we doing?
Right.
So if we could both get thrown out. Ain't no way you just gonna have me tied up sitting punked in the airport. Stir said I wouldn't survive the faculty. We showed the faculty a lot of love. Yeah, the faculty, it it's a fucked up situation. It's a fucked up situation. Jaleesa says, Sissy, I would survive in Sissy. Yes, yes,
Shout
yes.
out to Sydney.
Stir says A Quiet Place. Yes, that's
Mhm.
a good one. We got a Sophia says Scream. Okay,
No, she's
okay.
don't let her fool you. She's so damn dumb. This is my sister, y'all, for the people who just come in. She's so damn stupid. She is gullible. She would answer the phone like who's this? Like she would answer the phone.
Uh-huh. Mika says Child's Play. I feel like I could take Chucky. I felt that way too, Mika. I felt that way. I almost picked Child's Play, but us seeing the show, like Chucky get a little vicious, and now that he be
Yeah.
hopping from humans and all this other shit.
But shout out to Chucky. He's an LGBTQ ally.
Yes,
He's an
and been
ally.
and been that way. He was ahead of the curve.
Yeah,
He was
he
ahead of the
was. He
curve.
was.
You know, we got Jaleesa in the menu. Most definitely, most definitely. Yes, we have checked
Oh,
out
Mika,
the Last of Us. Yes,
we was big up in it earlier,
yes,
sis. We
yes,
was.
yes. The Last of Us definitely up there. Michael says I'd survive Puppet Master.
Ooh.
I could definitely. I would love to see a Puppet Master movie starring Michael. I would pay to see that. I would pay to see that. Whitney says I would survive Scream by sticking with Sidney Prescott.
Here go. If
Facts.
Michael say something, I swear to God, because he do not like my girl.
We got a Terrence, yes, a killer doll movie. I would just kick Chucky like a football. And then Jaleesa, speak no evil, because y'all got me firked up. Yes,
First.
yes, yes. Yeah, speak no evil was definitely one of those. Was definitely one of those. Bobby says us. I would whoop my tether, but that's wild.
That
I'm
is
like, I'm
hilarious.
like, damn. I wonder how my tethered self would be. That would be an interesting.
He would be the opposite,
Concept.
I would think. Like you're so cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah.
Your tethered dude probably be just rambunctious and just fucking shit like a goon, bro. Like
Like I have to poison a motherfucker or something. He definitely be on the flip side. Yes, yes, Stir season 3 just got confirmed.
yes,
Yes,
shout out
Chucky
to
season 3.
yes.
Yes. We got Sophia says, "Ghost ship. My ass would have never got on the boat."
That's more your speed,
Facts,
sister. That's more your.
facts.
See, I would survive Jaws. I'm not going to no fucking water, no way. Like, get out of here.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
I can't swim. You know, I be I hit y'all when y'all come back to land. I hit y'all when y'all come back to land.
bingo.
You know, Terrence, gotta go, gotta get working at AM. Peace out, Terrence. Thank you for
See you,
stopping by,
Terrence.
buddy. Thank you for stopping by. But yes, some great selections there. Some great selections there. Now I know earlier you said you know what horror does, like, you know, what it did a little bit for like your mental health. Like, so
Mhm.
has it done, like, throughout the years, has it done anything else specifically for your mental health? You know, just watching horror movies.
I think it gives me, it speaks to what you said earlier about your anxiety. It
Hmm.
kind of curves it a little bit. Uh, and it's when you said that, I started thinking about, like, times where, like, I felt anxious, and other people that I witnessed felt anxious. My sister, for example, she got married a couple years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. So I'm sorry. And she was getting ready. She was nervous. She was so nervous, and when she was putting her makeup on and stuff like that, she wanted to watch The Walking Dead while she was doing it. And it's like, come on, like, it's such a testament to,
Yes.
it's such a nurturing tool. I don't know if it's just horror or other TV shows. Everyone just has that comfort thing, but to me, I just felt it's always been a safe place for me. Even video games, the horror video
Yes.
games.
Yes.
I was excited when we got more options, just not TV shows and uh, movies. We could actually interact in the form of video games. So
Yes.
it,
So
it, it mhm.
what's your top three horror video games?
uh damn. I would say right now, Dead by Daylight. It's such a staple for me in my household. Um, Friday the 13th, when it was
Okay.
out, it was alive or whatever. It was, I like it. Um, there's so many good ones, and I don't want to say the the wrong one, but there's a game that I've been playing. It's called Madison. It's like a puzzle game. It's
I've
PC.
heard that. Yeah.
That shit is scary, and it's like a very jump scare type of thing. But an honorable mention would be Until Dawn. Me and my partner, we were playing it. He was watching me play because he's a pussy. He don't play it. Like, he gets scared. And there was a scene, because you get so caught up in it. There was a
Yes.
scene where you had to pick a path, like left or right, and then me and him were like arguing because it was so high tense. And I was like, let's go left. He was like, all right, let's go left. And then as soon as we picked our path, this Wendigo jumped and screamed. And both of us had the same reaction. We were both like, ah! I just paused the game and we were laughing for about 10 minutes straight. He's asthmatic, so he had to get his inhaler. It was just, it's fun. It's
Oh
fun.
yeah. It's they're definitely fun, especially Until Dawn. Like, I recently replayed that, and I love those kind of games, but
Mhm.
I usually end up killing majority of the people off. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like one person left, and I'm like, all right,
Hmm.
bad ending here. You're
Yeah.
gonna get the bad ending, sir. You know. Now, favorite horror television shows.
Ooh.
You name like your top, some of your favorite horror television shows that come to mind.
Offhand, number one horror television show is Buffy the Vampire Slayer for me.
Yes, yes,
I could watch that over and over. Um, it's so good. It's so the storyline is so rich, and you get invested into all of the characters, not just Buffy. You get into her family, and you could even relate to some of the villains there. Like, I looked at Spike like, damn, like, I know where he's coming from. Uh, so Buffy, Walking Dead, just because it's such it gives it connects me and my family because a lot of us like Walking Dead.
yes.
And then another horror show. Hmm. I'm going to say an answer, but then I'm going to think. I know I'm going to think back and like, damn, I should have said that. Um, but I like Haunting of Hill House, The Haunting of Hill House.
Yes.
I love it. I wish it could be season 2 of
Yes.
that specific season.
Yes. Most definitely. Most definitely. Now, Mika, she has some recommendations. I would definitely recommend
Oh
new ones if you haven't seen them, From and Yellow Jackets, which
yes.
Mika told me about. From, I was sleeping on it
Oh,
for the longest, and then I woke up.
it's so good,
I woke
Tyrone.
up. Oh
It
yeah. Oh,
is
next week we're
mhm.
having a discussion on From. Like I'm
On your
having,
show.
yeah,
Oh, I'm
having
there.
having
I'm
a
there.
From discussion.
Oh,
So
because then they confirmed another season, right?
yes, yes,
Yeah, I'm
yes,
there. Yellow Jackets is everything. I love
yes.
Jasmine Savoy Brown. Just adore her. Adore her. Adore
Oh,
her.
yeah, Yellow Jackets was definitely a wild ride because I didn't
Yeah.
know what to expect. I was like, "What's going on here?" Misty's crazy as shit, but I
Yeah.
love her.
Christina
I
Ricci, man.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she's on point. She's on point. Yeah, did great recommendations, Mika.
Yes,
Coming
Mika.
through, coming through. Now, do you have a favorite horror villain? Of all time, just of all time.
Of all time, Art is up there, Ghostface is up there. Um, I would say of all time, Pinhead.
Okay,
I like
okay.
Pinhead. The I just saw Sophia's thing about Alice in Borderland. Great show too.
I have not. I have it in my list, but I have not checked it out. I saw they
Please
dropped a
watch
season
that,
two.
yo. Like,
Yeah,
get
it's
on it.
yeah. I'm gonna
Get
get it.
on it.
It's definitely on my list. It's
I put
definitely.
her on. She came and she just came and surprised me over the weekend. I said, "Bitch, you need to watch this shit," and she got hooked. But shit, what was the question again? Oh, favorite villain,
Yes.
Hellraiser. He's so powerful. That box, and it relates though to like sex in a way, like, yeah, dominatrix or whatever. And I didn't understand that again when I saw it when I was younger, but as an adult, I'm like, yo, this is some questionable shit. Like, I don't know about all
Oh yeah,
that.
that's like taking back to earlier, like what movie you probably wouldn't have survived.
Bingo.
Hellraiser, because I don't fuck with pain at
Yeah.
all. Like
Mm-mm.
I don't like pain.
Pain is not pleasure, people.
And these I mean, it's some to each their own. Like I know it's a whole industry out
Yeah.
there, or whatever. But I'm
Yeah.
just
I
like
don't kink
I
shame, but that
don't.
shit's not for
Yeah.
me.
So yeah, it's just and they especially like with the one that's on Hulu right now with the new one. Have you
I
seen that one
haven't,
yet?
no, I hear good things
Oh
about it.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah, but it goes deep into the pain again, and I'm just like, nah, I'm cool. You motherfuckers keep going there. I'm cool. I'm
Hmm.
cool. You know. Um, Stirs, says Annie Wilkes from
Misery.
Misery. Yes,
Woo.
yes. Great
Flowers.
pick. Great pick. That's a scary pick. Yo, she was on point. She was definitely on point. Now, do you have a favorite final girl or horror? Horror final boy, final girl. Well, yeah, favorite final girl and favorite final boy. I know we did. I know we had our episode
Yeah,
on
we had our
Backstreet Boys.
episode. Sydney Prescott, the Queen,
Yes.
the absolute supreme Michael. I hope you hear me loud and clear. Sydney motherfucking Prescott. I love her. I just think I, you see her from her transition from 1 to 5 is just,
Hmm.
she takes strides in her character development.
Yes.
Um, it, it's so good. Uh, I don't know. To me, she's paramount. You can't, when you think of Final Girls, you think of two people: Laurie Strode, Sydney Prescott. Um, I it's look, he's talking shit. I want to knock him out so bad. But yeah, Cindy Prescott. And favorite Final Boy? I don't know. I think Final Boys are weak in a way. I think the final person, if you will, it should belong to girls. Is that controversial? I don't know.
I
Name
mean,
a
no, it's a safe space. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
name a Final Boy that did epic shit.
I mean, it's I think scaling the wall, Roger and Night of the Demons, that was pretty epic because he not only saved
Okay.
himself,
Yes.
but
Okay.
he saved the other girl as well, which I was like, we weren't really used to seeing that, like both of them come unscathed, especially in that era of film, the 80s, the late
Mm-hmm.
80s, so for him to be the survivor, I was like, okay, I
I
like
think I have I'm still mad that oh my god, it's escaping my head. Oh my gosh. The Final Boy. Oh, I can't think of the movie, Tyrone. The zombie movie. Dude, the black dude who we thought was gonna live, old movie back in the day. He died. He died. They shoot him.
Night of the Demons.
Not. Yeah. I'm pissed.
Yeah,
Why'd they do my boy like that?
because I mean they said there wasn't a meaning behind it, but it looked like it looked like it looked like Spike Lee shot that shit,
I
so
was pissed. I was pissed.
mhm.
Mm-mm-mm.
It was definitely, I think it definitely struck an emotional chord for a lot of people, even, and still to this day continues to, because you just like, damn,
And then
some people cut it off before then.
and then too, the shit. It just happened. Okay, Poltergeist. Dick, he didn't die in the book. He lived.
Oh yeah.
So you gonna kill? It just makes me mad, bro.
Well, they like to rewrite.
So
they like to rewrite things. They like to rewrite things. Bobby says, "Fool from People Under the Stairs."
That's
Yes,
a favorite of
People Under the Stairs. Gotta show some love. You know. But yeah, it's a lot of final boys out there, a lot of cool final boys out there, and they definitely have. I think we haven't seen like too many like badass, because they always want them to play, like, especially if they deserve to live. It's like you have to be a certain archetype to deserve to live in horror movies. So maybe
right.
in the future we'll see that flip around. We'll see that, and we'll see different angles. Because a lot of times dudes is trash in horror movies, like
Yes.
Barbarian when he
Oh my gosh! Did you like that movie?
yeah. I
I
mean,
liked it.
I know a lot of people, like, it's pretty divisive. Like, some people really love it and some people really don't care for it. But
Yeah, it's very hot and cold.
yeah, but I really enjoyed it. But when he threw her off the roof, I
Bro,
was like, dude,
you motherfucker! Like you mother. Mm.
then you got the nerve to apologize.
Don't right, bitch. Oh my, he got fucked up. Good. Oh, that made me mad. But she was dumb. Like, she wasn't the greatest final girl. Because I would not go into a basement and follow somebody that I've met for a night. Honestly.
Nah.
Peace out.
Well, honestly, the movie, the movie that I would have survived, calling back to another question, would have been Barbarian, because the moment you motherfuckers double book my Airbnb, it's
I'm
a
out.
problem. It's a
No.
problem.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not sharing no
y'all,
damn
yeah,
thing.
y'all leaving. Y'all leaving. Especially if I'm walking up to the house, then okay, y'all got it. I'm cursing somebody out. But if I'm already in the house, like, you ain't coming up in here.
On God. On God.
I changed the code on site. I changed the code when I get there. I YouTube it, Google it, figure
you
it
go.
out. That's something that I would have survived. Now, my next question would be, we had the lockdown and everything. Did you have a favorite quarantine film? Like a quarantine comfort film?
No, oddly enough, that's when I got into podcasts.
Oh,
So I at the time, I was a kid. I'm caregiving for my grandparents, so I lived with them. And when the pandemic hit, I was like, oh my gosh, I would just die if I like give them COVID. So I started working from home. I went back to school and and got a degree to start working from home. So when I would work from home, I would listen to podcasts, and then I stumbled upon Homies of Horror. Shout out to them.
Yes.
Uh, the People Under the Scares. Just I That was my jam. That's when I started getting involved in the community more. I really would listen to what they were talking about and be like, oh damn, well, let me watch that. Even books like horror books I was
Yes.
into. So I definitely went in that lane versus a TV show or a movie. I think podcasting was the shit.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. Because especially like all the podcasters, as far as the horror genre of color, all the ones that we got, like it's so fun discovering new ones and just going back
Yes.
into the library and being like, oh man,
Yeah.
like this, and just the passion. Everybody's into it.
And I think the excitement, it got heightened when we started seeing people of color directing horror. Um,
Yes.
Jordan Peele. I mean, forget it. Like it just it reignited that excitement for me at least.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Most definitely. Like Jaleesa says, I thought Chris from Get Out was a great final
Oh
boy.
yeah, without needless to say, that goes without saying, sweetie. Like Chris,
Yes.
my boy.
Yes. Mika says, look forward to checking out your podcast. Yes, yes. Germs in the building, fresh out the gate, started the new year co-hosting one of the best podcasts out there, Rise from the Dead podcast
Oh,
with Ash,
pressure. Talk about
yeah,
pressure.
yeah. See, like and what I know I talked a little bit about it earlier, but what I love about their podcast is they talk about movies that aren't necessarily at the top of, everyone's list or mainstream. They talk about movies where they go in deep, they dive deep, they show love to films that need love shown to. Like I
Yeah.
remember I think last year she had on Marco Estes, and they were talking about, I think it's called like Grandma or something, and
Yes.
I was just like, damn, I ain't seen this movie, and like it just
It makes you,
unlocked something in my
yes.
mind,
It unlocks memories in a
Uh
way.
huh.
And
Uh huh.
Mark is always a great person to talk to and talk shoot the shit with when it comes to horror and stuff. 'Cause
Oh
that man
yes.
knows his stuff.
Oh yes.
But yeah.
Yes. Mark is definitely a gem. He's definitely a gem. Amika says, uh was one of my final boys was Lewis. One of the final boys was Lewis and
Oh,
Joyride.
Joyride. Damn.
Yes,
It's
yes,
another good one.
yes. Joyride.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember Joyride because we rented it from Blockbuster, and we rented two movies. It was Joyride and Bones. And I remember
You
like,
remember
yeah,
Bones, bro?
oh, from the West Coast. You gotta
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
remember
that's
Bones.
true. That's
Yes,
true.
yes. Gotta remember Bones. Snoop Dogg. It was nothing bigger than that. Nothing bigger than that for me.
Did you see Day Shift?
I have not seen Day Shift yet. How?
It was good. I
Okay,
like
I'm gonna check
the
it out.
the beginning caught me. You know what I mean? It brings you in right there. So it was good. Snoop did his thing.
Okay,
I think
okay.
it's Day Shift. It's called with the vampires and
Yeah, I
stuff.
think yeah, I think it's called Day
Okay,
Shift. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I definitely got to check that one out. Now, we're getting to the nearing the end of the interview, which I want to thank you again for rocking out with me.
No,
This
thank you. This was
this long.
awesome, Tyrone.
So one of the final questions is, we're getting into an era of the virtual and stuff like that, and the metaverse. So there's going to be a space for horror in there.
Hmm.
So if I were to put on the Google Oculus, 5,000s, and I'm looking into Jeremy's universe, what am I seeing? you know
Hmm. As far as like
as far
what
as like the world, like if I'm it wouldn't necessarily, not necessarily like a game, but if I were to step in and you were like, "Oh, let's hang out in my virtual world." What would the sky look like? What would the scenery look like? You know.
I definitely. All right, so think of Nightmare Before Christmas, Halloween Town,
Mm,
but a lot more gorier, but at the same time, everyone's chill, minding their business, smoking. I don't
yes.
partake in weed or whatever, but go ahead, have your fun. And then two, just everyone in camaraderie, just hanging out. Like just think a block party, if you will,
Yes.
a whole block party with good food, talking shit, maybe a fight here and there,
Yes. Let's get
but
it.
nothing too serious. Just like you just chilling on the block and just enjoying each other's company. At the end of the day, it's a happy ending, like a 30-minute sitcom.
Yes.
But the aesthetic, God, even though I'm far from it.
But I feel it though. Sometimes you just want to step in the world. You want to step in the universe.
So
Yeah,
you
I
you
feel it.
you'd come. You'd come.
Yes, yes, I
All
would
right.
I definitely we whatever the mission was, I'd be there.
You
I'd be there.
riding.
Yes,
Good.
yes, I'm
Good, good,
riding.
good.
Yes.
Good
Yes.
question.
Thank you. Thank you. Now my final question for the night. If you could spend the day in the life of your favorite horror villain, creature, spirit, whatever, like 24 hours,
Oh,
who would you spend the day in the life?
definitely Freddie, because I want to see what people dream of. You know what I mean? I want to see. I'm nosy.
Do
I'm
you
nosy.
really want to see what? Because some of these
Yeah, I
motherfuckers, like,
do.
dude,
Like I mean, I'd stay away from like the wet dreams and stuff, but like I just want to. In a way, it's kind of like being telekinetic. Is that telekinetic? Where you can read people's mind.
well, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
Well, no, is that shit
telekinetic is like when you move things
Yeah, I think
with
that's
your mind.
Matilda. Yeah, moving things with it.
So
Pat, shit. What is that?
what are we looking for?
ESP. What are we looking for?
That
Telepathic. We know what we
telepathic.
talking about.
We know what we talking about.
I know
Chat, you
what
can
you're
help
talking
us
about.
out.
Yeah.
But in a way, it's like that, and I'm just curious to dive deep in the mind of people and
Yes.
just see, kind of read their minds in a way, see what they really feel, how their life has been, and just hopes and dreams, and I can be Freddie and just crush them all.
Damn, I was thinking, I'm like, damn, you would get a huge understanding of how people are, who they
Yeah.
are, and just how everyone's not so different, on a
No, yeah, I would do all that, but then just off
thank
them.
you, Mika.
Telekinesis.
Telekinesis.
Wait, I
Yes,
still don't
Mika.
think that's right.
No, I think
Telekinesis
no
is
telekinesis, tele I think
telepathic.
telepathic
Is that it? I'm
is one
hyping.
of them. It's tele something. It's tele something. We
We'll
gonna
just go
get it
with
right. Yeah,
telekinesis.
we
Thank you,
gonna go with
Mika.
telekinesis. Thank you, Mika.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you
Thank
win.
you. Yes. But yeah, man, thank you for answering all my questions.
Oh
Thank
man,
you for
Tyrone,
joining
this
me
was
tonight.
fun. Like I said earlier, I'm just going to reiterate what you're doing. Your platform is all that. I so awesome to be here with you in such great company. Um, come on our show. I want you to come on our show.
Listen, Ash has invited me. I've been on there twice. I would love to be on there again, like anytime you
Yeah, and
guys would
I'm
want.
going to be a host this time. I'm going to
Yes,
host you.
yes,
So,
yes. Anytime. I'm I'm down. I'm
yeah.
down.
And
Yeah.
shoot me a DM if you don't mind. I want with your address or shipping to them. I want to send you something.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you.
All right.
I will most definitely, most definitely.
Sounds good. Again, thank you so much.
Oh yes, oh yes, and they actually figured the puzzle off in the chat for us. Says my reading mind is
Telepathy.
telepathy. Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Okay.
like Professor X.
Yes. Yes. Come on. I'm an X-Men
There-
fan too.
yeah,
Damn. What's wrong with
there we
us?
go. We was just having a good time. We was having a
Yeah.
good time.
Shooting the shit. It was so
Yes,
much
yes.
fun, y'all.
Oh
Thank
yes.
you.
Thank you to everybody in the chat, Jaleesa, Mika, everybody, Bobby, Michael, Stirs, Isaiah, Sophia, everybody, Terrence, everybody for coming through today. If I didn't mention you, my bad, Whitney, everybody for stopping by. I appreciate
Yes.
everybody for, supporting the show and just checking out the awesome guests that I have, because that's what it's all about, just getting to know and celebrate other content creators, especially content creators and of color, in the horror community, and just highlighting them, because everybody needs to be highlighted, and
Mm-hmm.
just seeing how awesome they are. Yes, thank you, Tommy, for stopping by. Everybody needs to just be highlighted, because we
Yeah.
gotta we gotta love each other, because it was so long. We it was so long when we were not loved for this genre that we do love. So
And we here,
we
man.
gotta we here now. We here now. Ain't no stopping. Ain't no stopping us.
Yeah.
We here now. We here
Thank you
now.
so much, Tyrone, man. This
Oh
was
yeah.
so much
Thank
fun. I
thank
can't
you.
wait to join your conversation next week. I want to hear what you guys got to say about From.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's
I'm
it's
so
definitely
hyped
going
for it.
it's definitely gonna be fun, man. It's definitely gonna be fun. All right, but that's another time, everybody. Peace, love, and horror. Thank you for checking